What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Pnfkeith. We back with another reaction. Now, I've been seeing this everywhere. It's been all over YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, down there, wherever you, Facebook even. Whatever app you open up, this shit is on there. If you don't know what's going on, basically it's a rapper from Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, I believe. He's close friends with the rapper Young and Ace. Long story short, he supposedly killed somebody in 2019, 2020. He been locked up since then fighting a murder. Recently, his dad his dad supposedly did the murder with him, and he's testifying against his son in the case so he can come home. It's a whole lot of crazy shit going on with this case. We gonna go ahead and check it out. Before we get started, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's jump right into it, y'all. It says, rapper Ksoo, the Florida drill rapper whose father testified he's a killer. Let's go ahead and check it out.
July 28th, 2025. A courthouse within the state of Florida would set an example on national television, a message to the streets of America that there is no honor amongst thieves. But the defendant isn't charged with stealing, he's charged with taking lives. Man,
So
what's
still
up,
alive,
everybody?
basically.
Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J, and I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Ksoo and his own father taking the stand against him. 26-year-old Hakeem Robinson, who's more commonly known as the rapper Ksoo, has famously made a name within Jacksonville's drill scene as a member of ATK with his close association to Young.
I never heard not one song from him, to be honest. I literally just know him being Young and Ace homie. I listen to Young and Ace. He's one of my favorite artists, one of my favorite new artists out here right now. But yeah, I just know Ksoo from this whole fucking situation in this case.
Young and Ace. A rap rivalry would seemingly end with the death of Julio, who was assassinated in Tampa on June of 2024. But Ksoo wasn't free to celebrate the drill victory as he was arrested years prior in 2020. Ksoo is currently standing trial as he is facing first-degree murder for the broad day shooting of Charles Lil Buck McCormick, who was ambushed in a plaza after leaving a job interview. A witness at trial would describe seeing Lil Buck.
In 10 years, you'll have slept 1,200 days, met over 1,000 new people, and wasted almost a whole year
Lifeless.
These niggas be looking like football players. I done seen some shit, right? There was a news report. The one nigga was 6'4", 220 pounds, and he killed somebody. My nigga, go play basketball or football. Why are you throwing away height and weight? Like, my nigga, I don't know. I don't be understanding that shit.
A witness at trial would describe seeing Lil Buck lifeless after the shooting.
Charles was?
I did.
Now, how close would you say you got to him?
All the way to him.
And what did you see?
His leg was separated and half his face was gone. His teeth were on the sidewalk.
The Jacksonville Police Department would reveal they used forensic video as well as...
Look at the niggas. This nigga, Dominique Barner, he looked like he could play running back. The nigga K3, Leroy Whitaker, looked like he can play cornerback. This nigga is a linebacker mixed with a wide receiver, Hakeem. Like, what the fuck?
The Jacksonville Police Department would reveal they used forensic video as well as 3D laser modeling experts to study and determine the height, weight, and build of the shooter seen on video to compare it to Ksoo's dimensions. The two additional suspects who took part in the killing were excluded as their body type did not fit the shooters, while Ksoo was not excluded. Meaning they used all this scientific shit and still can't determine if it was him or not, but they know it wasn't the other two. Additional evidence would include Ksoo's fingerprint left on a rifle found in a crashed vehicle and his hair on a t-shirt. But this wasn't shit compared to what's next. Dominique Barnes, aka Butter, was the driver during the murder. To save himself, he admitted his participation in the murder and agreed to testify against his former friend Ksoo.
That's not really saving
Ksoo's lawyers would argue Butter is nothing more than a paid hitman attempting to save himself, as Butter is testifying for a lesser sentence to secure a 20-year prison deal for 2 murders. And
how you trying to secure 20 to life? What the fuck? Either way, you cooked. Even if you didn't say nothing, you was cooked. That's what I don't understand, bro. I'm glad I'm not in the streets. People be doing this shit. They do stupid shit like this, and then they go to jail, and people be like, oh, he ain't had to do this, he ain't had to do that. My nigga, they got themselves cooked. They got cooked. The first thing people do is blame somebody else for their problem situation. You cooked. Like, I don't be understanding that shit, bro.
And while being betrayed by a friend can be a major blow, in all honesty, it isn't shit compared to what's next. 52-year-old Abdul Robertson Sr., who's more commonly known amongst the streets of Jacksonville as Blue, is none other than Ksoo's father. Blue would also be arrested in this case and charged with accessory after the fact after receiving a call, driving to the shooting scene, and helping Butter and another man named ATK Scotty escape.
GG.
Facing up to 60 years in prison, Blue would agree to a plea deal reducing his potential sentence to no more than 20 years, while agreeing to testify against his own son.
That's wicked.
In writing, the state would agree.
So you played a role in the murder, and you told on your own son. Then I heard some shit came out recently that he was saying that he's sick or something. I think he got cancer. He ain't got much longer left. So that's why he told. But if you doing 20 years, you gonna die regardless, sadly. Like, the shit is crazy. I don't know, man. The shit is fucked up. He said he got to get home to his younger kids, but I don't know. This shit is crazy.
Against his own son. In writing, the state would agree to recommend a sentence of only 76 months, or just over 6 years. Blue would be exposed 2 years prior, when video of his police interrogation dropped, where he could be seen naming his son as the shooter. But on July 28th, Blue took the stand, facing his own son, his own flesh and blood, and said this.
Go into the fold
He
and
did not
turn
say
website
ad, nigga.
layouts into an art
Nigga gave us an
form
ad.
with Wix Studio.
Sitting here today, you realize that you are testifying against not only co-defendants, but family members.
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old daughter. My 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm gonna come take her to the daddy-daughter dance. And she asked me over each year when I'm gonna come take her there. And I keep letting her down. Then my 6-year-old son, when he asked me if I'm gonna come to his football games.
But you gotta think, what's gonna happen when they get older and they like, well, damn, where my older brother at? Ksoo. And he like, well, I told on him and now he locked up. Y'all both did the crime together. If you can't do the time, do not do the crime. Stay out the street. That's why I'm glad I'm not in the streets. You won't catch me committing no motherfucking crimes. Cause I know I'm not doing the time. Yeah, this shit is crazy.
When he asked me if I'm gonna come to his football games, come take him fishing. My other 6-year-old, he asked me, when I'm gonna come see him, when he begging me, please come see me, daddy. He wanna teach me how to play the game, but he don't know where I'm at. I have diabetic. I'm diabetic.
Oh, he got diabetes.
High blood pressure. I suffer from congestive heart failure. I just found out June 25th that my kidneys is failing rapidly.
Damn, he just dying.
Has becoming a witness in this
Excuse me for that, God. That sounded kind of messed up. I apologize, but damn.
has becoming a witness in this case negatively impacted your relationship with your entire family?
Well, I really don't have no more relationship with my family.
So if part of your family completely cut you out,
Yeah.
is cooperating in this case something that is easy for you to do?
No, this is the most hardest decision I've had to make in my life.
You became aware of a video recording that captured the murder of Charles McCormick, is that correct?
Yes.
And you've had an opportunity during the pendency of your case and the discovery to see that recording.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
This shit is wicked. I'm not
when you
gonna
viewed
lie,
that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
Yo.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
Now, Young and Ace recently said he spent $50,000 on ksoo.
Like, I can see if, you know, you had nothing to do with this shit and you just somehow got wrapped up in it. All right, cool. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. You ain't about to get me in trouble. But the fact you had something to do with it, it's like, bro, just, you know, do your time. Be a man, own up to this shit. Don't point the finger now that y'all all got caught together. Man up to this shit. This shit is crazy.
Now, Young and Ace recently said he spent $50,000 on ksoo's lawyers, and professional arguments sound great until your own dad tells the courts you did it. If the getaway driver snitching wasn't already bad enough, ksoo's own damn dad is saying he did it. And keep in mind, this isn't ksoo's only murder case. He's also charged with killing 16-year-old Lil Bibby, a close friend to the late Julio Fulio.
Yeah, he cooked.
While ATK has seemingly won the war in Jacksonville, this is just one of many casualties of war in the streets. Death and prison.
That boy cooked.
With a slim chance of beating this case, ksoo faces another, and nobody...
Because, nigga, you already facing life for this. After this, you gotta go face a whole nother murder, which is more money spent. Yeah, this shit is over. GG's.
With a slim chance of beating this case, ksoo faces another, and nobody is guaranteed to walk away for snitching either. ksoo's dad can get all the way up to 20 years, even after testifying. But if the state and judge goes through with the deal, ksoo's dad could be home within a year because of how much time he's already done in jail.
But you gonna go home and then it's like,
Butter snitched for 20 years, so he doesn't have to die in prison. Because of his role in 2 murders, he still won't be home until he's well over 40 years old.
GG's.
And that's if he doesn't get his sentence reduced by a prison knife. But we'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out. Now, if this isn't a prime example of there's no loyalty in the streets, I don't know what is. This man's own father testified against him, calling his own son a reliable shooter, saying he's heard about the work his son has put in on the streets, and saying, yeah, that video, that's him, that's my son.
That shit is crazy.
I can't imagine how it feels to be ksoo. Not only did your homie fold, but that's expected, right? Most people get told on by their homies. But your own father. And his father, the craziest thing, and I saw it in the comments section, people pointing it out. His father gave a reason for snitching. And as he has these other little kids asking him when he's gonna see them, when he's gonna take them to school, when he's gonna do this, when he's gonna do that. And if you had did that for fucking ksoo, none of this would even be a thing. If you were...
Imagine being able to build anything, for any reason, in any style.
Because you basically saying, fuck this kid, fuck this son right here, my oldest son. I gotta worry about these ones right here. That shit kind of fucked up. Either way you look at it, the whole situation is fucked up and twisted. Sheesh.
None of this would even be a thing. If you were a parent then, you wouldn't be using being a parent as an excuse to get out of the situation you're now in. You only want to be a parent because you don't want to go do 20 years. And it's sad that this is the situation. ksoo's dad clearly wasn't a positive influence on his life. Blue had a name in Jacksonville. And apparently they say he cooperated back in the 90s or the early 2000s. I don't know if that's true or false. But his dad is very much a street dude. So you're the very same person that gave ksoo the image in which he wanted to be. You gave him the blueprint. And when he became more of a solidified gangster than you, and you got involved in his shit, because you decided to pick up a phone and go pick people up after they just committed a broad day shooting, blew this kid's face off. Then the two others broke.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit hurt hearing that witness say his teeth was in the fucking street, his face was damn near gone, his leg was separated from his body. And people, they rap about this shit, they go brag about this shit in songs, bro. They be like, oh, we did this to this person, we left his face missing. Yeah, that shit be fucking crazy, bro. I don't like that shit. Me personally, that's why I don't listen to drill music. I'm not a drill artist type of nigga. That's just not me. Cause I don't imagine how they family feel hearing that shit.
Committed a broad day shooting, blew this kid's face off. Then the two others broke into a lady's home, held her hostage, changed into her husband's clothes until they got picked up by you. And now you want to fold and testify against everybody. Me personally, I don't feel like Blue is a victim in this case. I don't feel like ksoo is a victim in this case. I feel like ksoo is a victim of circumstance. Clearly he was raised amongst irresponsible parents. He was raised by Blue, who projected he was a gangster, and ksoo had that instilled in him at an early age. And growing up in Jacksonville.
Yep, you his dad, nigga. You failed as a father. You was supposedly this big gangster in Jacksonville. He looking up to you like, I want to be just like my dad. And now that y'all did some shit together, and y'all both facing life together, you want to play that role. You want to be a father now. I got to get home to my other kids, man. Nobody want to hear that shit. Respectfully, nobody want to hear that, bro. You failed as a father.
Projected he was a gangster, and ksoo had that instilled in him at an early age. And growing up in Jacksonville, he became what he became, right? If he did this, he's obviously gonna have to pay the consequence. If he didn't, it would be fucking insane to see him beat this case. And then he has another murder case on top of that. I'm not even gonna get started about the Bibby case because ksoo has so many songs and videos dissing Bibby. If he actually did that, you pretty much just gave yourself a sentence with the amount of self-snitching he's done. Yeah, but this is a reality within the streets of America.
Yep.
Y'all want to go to war in the streets? Well, this is a casualty of war. You die, innocent people die, you go to prison, you go to jail, you lose everything, you never come home. And I think one of the craziest aspects about this case is when I early on started getting paperwork, Jacksonville was the easiest place to do it. You go on the core website, Duval County Clerk, and you can look up any paperwork in Jacksonville, any arrest, whatever. That's literally how they were able to find Charles Lil Buck McCormick. They went on the core website, saw he had a traffic ticket, saw his address, went to his crib, followed him to the plaza, and murdered him. The same way I'm finding paperwork on rappers in criminal cases is the same way they found an address and identified the vehicle so they could murder somebody. That's the scary thing about public information, is when it falls into the wrong hands. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. Do y'all think ksoo has a chance of beating this case? Nope. Is it over with for him? And should the father have been loyal and kept his mouth shut? It's 1090 Jake.
That nigga should have been loyal to being the father. That's what he should have been loyal to. Me personally, I feel like this shit is over. Even if he beat this case, which is a hell of a landslide, if he beat this, you fighting another murder in which you basically told on yourself in every single song. And they gonna pull every lyric up in court. Respectfully, he's done. Then you gotta think, say if he lose this case, he definitely gonna lose that next case. That's like 200, 300 years they gonna give him. This shit is over. His dad failed as a father. That's my take on that. You failed as a father. Now suffer the consequences and do the time with your son. This shit is crazy, man. That shit is fucked up, bro. I'm glad I turned out how I did. Father in my life, no father in my life. I'm glad I turned out how I did. I had a great mom who raised me, kept me out the way, kept me out the streets, kept me blessed and did what she could. And I'm gonna return the favor once I, get where I want to get to in life. This whole situation is fucked. This shit is twisted. Yeah. He done, respectfully. All of them done. You see the one, he took 20 to life just so he can have a possibility of coming home and not dying in jail. This shit, it's a sick world out here, man. Listen, y'all, if you don't gotta be in the streets, let me fix the camera right quick. Cause I got something to say. Y'all. to all the kids out there watching this, right? All the kids watching this. Not even just kids, people in general. If you don't gotta be in the streets, do not be in the streets. Even if you feel like you're forced to be in the streets, there's always another way out here to get money. There's always another way in life, period. Don't go after the streets. Don't let nobody trick you into thinking that the streets is cool. Don't let your favorite rapper trick you into thinking that the streets is cool. All that shit may look good, but I promise you, end of the day, that shit either in jail, dead, or you going to war for the rest of your life. Only 3 outcomes of that shit. It's not worth it. Go get you a job. Go chase you a career. Do something. But do not, the street's not where it's at, respectfully. And I learned that from just seeing shit around me, the environment I grew up in. Shit is not worth it. I done seen people die. I done lost people close to me. Shit is not worth it. Shit is not worth it, man. But yeah, this situation is crazy. Y'all let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. And let me know any other videos y'all would like to see similar to this. I'm going to keep up with this case because this shit is kind of wild. Beyond kind of wild. It's insane. But perfect example of stay out the streets unless you want to do life in prison. Smash that like button right now. Smash that subscribe button. Keep the recommendations coming. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Subscribe to my second channel, Pnfkeith Reacts. My third one, Pnfkeith Talks. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. All the same name, Pnfkeith. I have a Patreon link in the description below for just $10 a month. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Much love to all of y'all. Peace.